Okay, so I'm really excited. This is not going to be a normal video for me and for my channel. I have no idea where this is going to end today, but I've just parked outside Fisker Center, north of Stockholm. This is one of the first Fisker centers in the world, and there's a couple of Fisker Oceans inside that building. A couple of months ago, I had a chat, an interview with Henrik Fisker, a really charismatic and down-to-earth guy. I really liked the chat with him, and he's a great guy. Today, hopefully, I'm going to shoot a couple of views and show you some details about the Fisker Ocean, and hopefully also a brief test drive. This is not a full review, and I really don't know where this is going to end today, but let's start by entering the center and see what we have inside. Look here, a couple of cars. Fisker Oceans all the way. So let's start from the left. This is a pre-production car, not from the latest production line and not the official color. But over here we have Fisker Ocean, real production car, just arrived, blue SUR version, and in the 1 trim. So the big battery pack, solar panels on the roof. As you see here, 1 edition. You see the solar panels? Nice, huh? So this delivery center is the first in Sweden, and officially not open yet. Will open and have a premiere in September, I think. No date is communicated yet, but there will be an event here at this place when the grand opening is, and there will be cars available for test driving, etc. So stay tuned for that. Behind me we have the Extreme Edition in silver lining. Let's have a closer look at that one. So this is the silver lining color. Extreme Edition, so the big sized battery, 707 kilometers of range. The big wheels, 22-inch wheels. Silver bluish color, depending on the lighting and the sun. Shifting a bit. Really nice looking contrasts between the silver color and the plastic, matte plastic details. Gives the car a sporty look. Let's have a look at the interior. This is the blue interior, Malibu blue, I think it's called. It's now a bit darker than the pre-production cars I saw earlier. Solar panels on the Extreme Edition too. Will give you some extra range, charging the battery. That's always good for the environment. It's a very clean choice of materials. Clean and tidy interior. Look here, a tray or a table. You can eat your sushi rolls or sandwich here without messing around. It's a cool feature, and I think there is going to be kind of a table here too. Yeah, looks like that. Check this out. Nice, huh? Max load 5 kilograms. Interesting feature. This seems to be key fob holder. Some QI chargers, actually double QI chargers. One to the left, one to the right. And as I said, I don't have the key for the moment, so I can't operate anything. But the small instrument cluster seems to be active. This is actually a perfect size of instrument cluster, and this is something I really miss in my Tesla Model Y. Doesn't have to be that big. You just need to have it big enough to show you the most important information. So, looks good. Looks promising. So let's move over to the 1 edition. This is a matte blue color called SUR Blue. Really nice looking color. Looks more futuristic than the silver color, I think. A bit more discreet when it comes to the contrast between the black color and the blue color. So depending on what you like, this could be a great alternative. Look at the wheels, 22-inch wheels on this one too, but in this recycled plastic design. Totally different design than the Extreme Edition has, but looks good in a different way. Open roof, so sunroof is open. That's cool. A sunroof with solar cells that's possible to open. And as you see here, the California mode is when you open all the windows, so it's also possible to open the rear window. That's really rare to see. I think even these are possible to open. Yeah, seems to be. So a different take on window openings. Seems to have the same interior, Malvo blue, very discreet but yet sophisticated look. And I really like the travel of the button control, of the buttons on the steering wheel. Really distinct, easy to find. And a wheel here in the middle. Same thing goes for the right side. This is more the driving aid systems with a wheel in the center. Good feel to everything, and as I said, the travel is really good. And this is the central screen. So now in vertical mode, this is the mode you drive it in. You can actually rotate it. It's called forward mode, and this is the mode that you use whilst stationary. If you see here, this is a nice feature. This is the control panel, so physical buttons. Let's turn it back. So physical buttons here. You have climate control modes for both climate zones, 2 zones. One to the left, driver zone, passenger zone. You adjust the fan speed. Very distinct buttons and sound. Easy to find because you have this kind of a contour on top of it, so you can navigate without watching where you put your fingers, so that's good. Let's turn it off. You have the temperature. Oh, okay, so it's also for touch screen. Didn't know that. So it's controllable here, but also from the buttons. So multi-touch, multi-purpose screen here or control area. Really creative and easy to operate. Let's check the menus. The different camera views. Frontal view. Rear view. Front window. No, that's the bird's view. So you see the both sides of the car. Front wheels. And this is a 3D view, outside view of the car. A generated view. This looks like it's a 360 view, can't be? Yep. So that's the 3D surround, the 360 view. So good parking aids, the map, a big view for the map, radio, media, phone functionality if you connect your Bluetooth, charging settings, 601 kilometers, Swedish, as you see, settings for charging. This is the odometer, and this is the climate controls, heated steering wheel, heated seats in the front, in the back, and the settings. This is the settings menu for everything in the car. Driving, regen levels, low, medium, high, and this is the sound system, so you can activate the DJX 3D sound, driver focus, passenger focus, rear or front focus, connections, Bluetooth connections, screen settings, brightness, etc. And theme. I was running the dark theme, now the light theme. A lot more contrast. Driver's assist functions, V-Pilot. So seems to be a good working software, and OTA updates are active, so you will get updates on your Fisker Ocean, so that's a good thing to see. A lot of manufacturers actually don't do that. They say they do it, but they actually don't. So I really hope that Fisker will manage to push out as many updates as possible for all the new owners. That will make them happy. If you want to enhance your backward view, your rear view, just switch that one and you have a digital mirror where you actually can adjust the angle, the view, raise all over the camera, also sideways, to adjust the view for you after your liking. And another function is the angle of it. You can also set the zoom level. That's nice. And the brightness. So seems to be a high resolution on it and really adds to the rear view because there's not much to see when you look manually this way. Let's have a quick look at the back seat. Now I'm sitting behind myself, so the front seat is adjusted. The driver's seat is adjusted after my position. So I'm tall, I'm 6'3" or 193 centimeters tall, and I still fit behind myself. And as you see here, I have leg room, my knees are not touching, and there is plenty of room underneath. The front seat makes it really easy and comfortable back here. On the Extreme and One Edition, you have a climate control screen in the middle armrest. So from here, you can actually control the seat heating and the ventilation, the temperature of your back seat position. You can also adjust the volume of the music. That's nice. A cup holder. Another neat feature is that you can adjust the backrest electronically. So you can adjust the angle depending on how much space you want to have in the boot and also how comfortable you want to sit. As you see, really good headroom at the back. No problem whatsoever. Let's see in the most straight position. Yeah, still not touching the beam here. So the beam is placed really backwards compared to other brands. And as you see, that gives you a great view when the roof is open, panoramic roof is open from the back seat. Have a look at the boot. This is a neat feature. A 230 volts outlet, 3 kilowatts, so we can power whatever we want here. Tow hitch functionality, button for the tow hitch. Great space here underneath. So all in all, a great and neat boot, split into 3 parts, 40, 20, 40. So it's time to drive the car. This one is the one that we're gonna drive. I'm not gonna drive it because I'm not allowed to drive it. It doesn't have Swedish plates yet. This car is made in Austria at the Magna Steyr factory in Graz. That's where all the Oceans are built. So now it's time. Test drive. Dennis is with me and he is a delivery specialist on Fisker Sweden. So he actually helped me out. Hi guys. And it's a great car. I mean, just like a brief feeling is that it's silent, and this car is running on 22-inch wheels and you don't feel it because you told me that like for half an hour ago that you won't feel the 22-inch wheels. Feels like 19.
Exactly. The rubber on the wheels is enough to absorb most of the bumps.
Yeah.
And the sound on the roads.
So it also points at a good sound proofing, sound insulation. And we just looked at the different windows around the car, and almost all of them seems to be double glazed windows, both in the front and at the back, so that also lowers the noise in the car. So now we're driving or entering the highway, So it's a 110 kilometer stretch, and see how it sounds and how the soundproofing is. But I can tell now already that this is a more silent car when you compare it to, for instance, some on the Y. And it runs smooth, and it feels like the suspension is nicely tuned too.
Really good. And now the suspension is something that most people react on once they get to drive it.
So we have different drive modes.
Yeah, we have the Earth mode.
Earth mode, and that's the Eco mode, or yeah?
Exactly. And then we have the Fun mode.
Fun mode, and that's
That's the one I used to use because it has the best of both worlds.
so more powerful and more like engaging to drive.
Yeah, but not crazy fast.
Okay.
On the pedal.
So you have something more aggressive than fun.
And then we have the fastest mode. It's the Hyper mode.
Hyper mode. Okay, that's the performance mode. Yeah.
So you have
The regen modes.
the braking.
Yeah. So 2 different levels.
Three different levels.
Yeah.
Medium and high.
Yeah. So in high, is it one can drive it with one pedal? Just accelerate?
It's not a one pedal drive.
No.
The car will still not be a one pedal drive, but it goes very slow, so it's very close to it.
Very close to one pedal driving, and
Yeah.
that's the most aggressive setting for the regenerative braking.
Exactly.
Which one do you prefer?
I used to drive it on medium.
Medium, okay. Spacious in here too. A lot of leg room, and doesn't feel smaller than the Model Y. I think it's size-wise on par with that car. Same class.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Nice touch with the solar cells on the rooftop, because you get a semi light going through. On hot days it won't get too hot, and at the same time it doubles as a energy provider, so it gives you energy. Actually, you charge the battery, even if it goes slow, you still get some energy from the solar panels.
Exactly. It can generate up to 2,400 kilometers extra power.
Of yearly driving range. Yeah. So that's a thing. You shouldn't put this in the garage. You should have it outside.
Maybe.
Because I have a garage at home, but if I get a Fisker Ocean, I think I need to have it outside. I mean, it's not much, but it's still like...
and it feels good to charge it with the sun.
Yeah. It adds to the experience, and you feel a bit better as a person if you get the sun energy.
Exactly. And this is in line with sustainability that we're working with in this company.
Yeah, seems to be a very important part, because when I talked with Henrik and when I talked with you, that's a very central part of the company and the brand to be as sustainable as possible. You have the navigation, a small window at the middle, but still highly placed, and at the top you have the driving aid information, shows you the lane and the cars surrounding you. So that's nice. The most important things at the top. I'm back in the car, really excited. You're watching It's Only Electric, and I hereby confirm the hype train of Fisker Ocean, and I also admit that I'm on that train, and I'm not sitting far away in the back reading magazines. I'm sitting in the front, screaming to the train driver, increase the speed, go faster, because I'm really hyped, and I must say that to you guys. This was a really pleasant experience, and I'm actually impressed by the car itself. I mean, the looks, first off, the build quality, the interior space, decent spaced car for its exterior. Performance, the ride quality, I mean, comfort, noise level. It's all above my expectations, and I'm really looking forward to do more content, more detailed content with the Fisker Ocean, and that's coming, so don't miss that. Subscribe and like this video so you don't miss my upcoming videos with the Fisker Ocean. stay tuned for that. So just a reminder, the center I just visited is not open publicly yet. They will open very soon, so hopefully in September there will be a grand opening, and after that you can visit and test drive the cars, etc. The deliveries are soon starting, and I really hope that Fisker will be able to scale and ramp up the production as fast as possible, because I think this is a hard nut to crack for the competitors on the market. Cars like Model Y will have a bit of a harder time than before. This is a real contender in the same segment, delivering range, performance, comfort, and looks to a price similar to Tesla. And I want to send special thanks to the Swedish Fisker team for letting me visit them, and extra thanks to you, Dennis, for letting me ride with you in the Fisker Ocean to experience the driving dynamics of the car. Really excited about that. For the viewers, I'm sorry about the partly bad sound part and the bad lighting. I did not prepare for a video actually. I just grabbed some of my gear, maybe for recording a short. I didn't expect this kind of material, so I hope you still enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.